All right, everybody, Antique Motorcycle Revival, and I want to take just a second and thank all of you that have liked and subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't done that, to ask you to do that. It just helps us to get the word out and everything. And what we do on this channel is more for people, a lot of, in a way, beginners too, like myself. I've not been doing this all that long, so you'll see me make mistakes from time to time because I'm in the learning process. And but I've been about 3.5, 4 years, and I got a 45 back then, first bike, and put 10,000 miles on it. Just sold it not long ago. And I got a couple of buddies that's been helping me in the area that's been going to swap meets for years. And so for the last 3 years, we've been doing swap meets and building bikes. And some of you that's seen some of the videos knows what we've done. And so we have just got back, I just got in, literally from Denton. This is 2025, the Denton, North Carolina swap meet. Pretty cool. It was, I felt like the prices and the 45 parts especially, way more plentiful. In Wasion, I was looking for 45 parts at that time. This time I was looking for cool stuff for the pan. Denton seems to have more stuff for Panhead parts. And so anyway, I want to show you what we found from that, and just, kind of scraped up some cool stuff from that. Well, I needed, a basket, clutch basket. My other one was wore out. This one come from my buddy, Mark Harris. And also a big shout out to Mark and Christine. This is just the kind of people that you meet at these swap meets. But she cooks, and they're so hospitable and just good to you. And just great people all the way around. You meet all these great people all over the place. It's just phenomenal. And on top of that, for a bonus, she's Greek. Now, if you don't know what that means she can cook, folks. I'm talking, the woman can cook. Everything they do, they add flavor to it somehow. I don't know how that works, but anyway, just great people, and a big shout out to them. But Mark gave me that, and put that on the pan. I needed one. Mine was split right there. Bought some oil, Harley Davidson oil. Got some of that. That's supposed to be better stuff. Check this out, everybody. This is I'm going to do some of the parts that I got for the pan in a minute. Let me go over this because I'm going to take that stuff over there. But just some trim pieces. I got these old crusty caps. Old, crusty looking caps. Some of them a little bit older. And I think they're cooler like that. So, and I needed this bracket. This is the 2-piece that bolts on top of the pan. Your horn goes here. Your piece for your timer goes here. I needed that. Found 2 of them actually. And a carburetor. Just little stuff. I go through boxes. Get an oil switch for $10. Get the, everything from, just great deals on things. This is for my plate that holds your inner primary. And this is the support plate. This didn't come with them, but they did it later because they were bad to break. And so I got this from my buddy Mark Blankenship and did that. Also got some wire cover here for the racer. I'm going to do that down the track. It just looked better, instead of just the wire right now. I've got that original looking wire on the racer, and so I'm going to use that stuff. And got my all my clutch stuff here, foot clutch, shifter, and all of that here, the rods to get ready for the foot clutch for the pan. I'm that far away. Got a couple of these. And I'll show you something on this you might not know. But when you're looking at these the shifters for a tank shift, this is for the 57, does this number. It goes out more. The other ones just go in, but where I've got that, I'll show you here in a minute. Where I've got that, it clears that way. Got me a breather. On the video, I showed you some of Mark's stuff. This is Superman from the 1950s. Check out Superman, that's super cool. And this is the stars. So I'm gonna take some of this stuff and show you a little bit about what I'm gonna do. Walk over here with me. Folks, check that out. Is this not going to be awesome or what? Yes, cheese cutter. I'm loving it. I mean, that is so cool. I'm excited to get that on there. So that's going to dress up the back. And then this is the last set of polished aluminum stars that Mark had. So I was really grateful to get these. I'm not going to part with these. If I ever sold the pan, I'm taking these off. But look at this, folks. Does that not look awesome? And watch this. I'm going to show you. Look here. Look here. You put Superman right there somewhere. Maybe a little bit back a little bit. I got this light. I'm not figured out exactly how I want to do it, but something like that. And the star right there. Folks, is that not going to look? And look here. Yeah. That's it, ain't it? Cheese cutter on the back. The Panhead is about to get super cool, everybody. And then my buddy Sam wants me to paint it, have somebody touch it and paint everything, the colors, and then do an antique rub down on it to where it looks a little bit older, but do that. So I'm thinking about doing that. Put in the comments what you think. Should I paint it or leave it alone? And I got this tip. I think it's coming on the way, and the trim. So I have all my trim pieces. I'm gonna be careful about this and not break it. So I'm gonna set it in there real easy like. And 1973 Honda. I took one down that I just rebuilt. You probably saw it in other videos. And but it was old and kind of rusty and stuff. And I was using that one, and I saw this one. I sold one that I restored. The first bike I actually fooled with any was one of these, and I restored it. I sold this same motorcycle about a year and a half ago, I think it was, for $3,200. Restored. This one is better shape, and I got it for a lot less. Not gonna say how much, but I got it for a whole lot less. And so the guy gave me a really good deal on it. But check this thing out, everybody. The rebuild on this, they polished everything. It has the original cover here, which is very rare. All of this is original heads, original cylinders. You can see that, the original light on the back, which tells me that a kid never owned this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because it's got the original lens and just all the stuff. It's been completely gone through the original muffler, which you never see on them. So I'm super pumped to get that. I'm gonna keep that one. I kind of a little bit regretted selling the other one, and so anyway, when I got down there, I sold the one that I took down there. Sold a set of shift gate tanks for a pan, because I got these better ones. I sold them when I was down there, and my other Honda picked that one up. And also over here, a couple more cool things. Put my stars over here. This is going to be the belt, you know, your primary belt for the chopper. Oh yeah, that's going to be super cool. Check out these clutch pedals, the old style. Found 2 of them. I've got 2 more over there in the drawer that's been wore quite a bit, but them are cool. Got some of these tools here. I bought these tools. There's a guy that makes all this stuff, and these are I like the originals, hub tools, your hub bolts, your you know, to set your valves and everything. But this holds your clutch in place, so you can take the bolt out. You put it through there. Well, I got one hanging on the wall over there for the 45. Didn't have one for the Panhead, so I was able to pick up one of them. Pumped about that. This is an armature for a generator. Got this for 15 bucks. They're 75 bucks if you buy them new. And got 2 primary chains for a backup, because they're way cheaper to swap meets. $25 a piece, $25 a piece. You buy them online, they're double or triple that. So anyway, this is a guy that's making these, I think, these cycle rays. This is not real, can't be. But it says it on it, cycle ray, and it's got the little dot in the center. So pretty cool on them. This is going to go on the 41. So it'll be for the, I think the 41, the size is right. I can't remember on that 100%. Check this out, everybody. You're gonna love it. I mean, you gotta love this stuff. And then, let's see, what else? Anyway, there it is, everybody. Brought it in, got everything I need. All my transmission stuff from Ralph Camp. All of my other stuff, rods, adjustments, and everything to get this thing switched over, got from Mark. And just super cool stuff. Great time at Denton. Great people. The community is just phenomenal, the whole thing. I love going to these swap meets, and I'm looking forward to trying to go for my first time to Ole. I've never been to Ole, and so I'm gonna try to do that in the spring of the year. I think it's in April or something like that. I'm gonna do my best. That's sometimes can be a hard time for me to get away, but I'm gonna try to get there and do that. But anyway, there you are, Antique Motorcycle Revival. Great time, Denton, 2025, and I appreciate everybody tuning in, like and subscribe to the channel. And as soon as we get started on the pan, we're going on the assembly. I'm gonna make some videos on that. I didn't make any on taking it apart because about anybody can take one apart, but I'm gonna make some on the assembly and show you some of the stuff that I'm doing and changing and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll see you then.